But let me do something that I think will be helpful and is possible to do. Let's talk about excess. Okay, let's talk about excess. Here's a definition for excess. Excess is that thing is a formal definition here. That thing we could give away today and it would not change a single aspect of our tomorrow. What is that thing? Well, when I think about this, the economist in me just kind of jumps out of the seat. Many of you know I majored in economics in college. And one of the things we learn is the law of diminishing returns. That is, for any product or service that you get, the first product that you get has the highest pleasure value. So P is for pleasure here, not for price. Q is for quantity. And the more of them you get, the less pleasure you get out of each successive item. For example, chocolate chip cookies, right? You get a warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie. You take that first bite and you get maximum pleasure from it, right? The Ashton rule of chocolate chip cookies is that the dough is only there to hold the chips together. And so that's, you get high pleasure. And then the next chocolate chip cookie is still good, chocolate chip cookie. Next one's good, but not as good, a little bit less, until you hit the point where you go, I'm fine. Yeah, I don't need any more chocolate chip cookies right now. And then your pleasure value is 0. But let's just say that there was someone who was forcing you to eat chocolate chip cookies, and even after you're fine, they say you have to eat 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. Well, your pleasure graph would go like this. It would head into the negatives. You would have one where you say, you know, that sweet taste is just overwhelming right now. I'm getting kind of a buzz in my head. And then you'll have queasy in your stomach. And finally, you'll get to a place where you are vomiting chocolate chip cookies. It's very bad. You say there's no pleasure in any of this going on. So when you ask yourself the question, where do we hit the point of excess in the chocolate chip cookie world? It's right here. You are clearly in excess when you are getting negative pleasure out of the things that you have. And you can apply this to pretty much anything in your life. I mean, you can apply this to having too many clothes, or you can have, in your life, you can have too many cars, or you can have too many tools. Well, I've never actually seen that before, but theoretically it's possible that you could have too many tools that you're working with in your garage. But these things can push you over the edge. And when you look at it this way, you go, it should be a no-brainer for all of us to simply get rid of our excess. That when you're beyond that enough level, when you've gotten every bit of pleasure you can, you give away the rest because it actually winds up hurting you. And that when you get rid of stuff, you flourish. You're just better off. It's not sacrifice or painful. You're just better off to get rid of that stuff. But the bonus is that others flourish as well.